special Anime-Zing radio here on YouTube tonight. It's just a quick, fun show. As the title said, I made an impulse buy from Crunchyroll. Black Friday, I had a little extra spending cash and was like, let's treat ourselves to something nice anime-wise. Joining me, as always, in the co-host seat is our good friend, Mr. Darren Starling.
Yellow. And special guest.
Hey, I'm Matthew.
Hello, Matt.
Bonjour, ça va?
So, I just got the package in about 20 minutes ago. I was planning on doing a show tonight just to make up for last week. For those of you wondering why there was no show last week, to put it plain and simple, I'm in the middle of working 16 out of 17 days, and I was completely exhausted last Sunday and really did not have the energy to do a show, especially getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to be to work for 5:30. So that may happen more often. Angela was at PAX East, so she wasn't going to be home in time to do the show either. And Darren doesn't have the equipment to be able to produce the show yet. Eventually, we'll get him a good laptop set up or desktop set up so he can put on some shows of his own.
I don't think go back up that nice side of the mine or the claiming if you want to ever use that. You're already over here for your school and stuff.
But I owe you money at this point, it feels like.
And hello, Ross. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody out there has been having a good week. It's been busy for me.
Busy for me.
Dealt with our first somewhat snowfall this week up here in Pennsylvania.
Well, we're about to get a nice rain tomorrow. It was in the 70s today. After being in the 40s the previous day.
Today, I think we hit a high of 50. Tomorrow is going to be a high of 57. The next lowest temperature that it looks like we're going to see is on Thursday at 39 degrees for a high, 27 for a low. And we're in December, and we're in an area where I think the lowest temperature that we've seen is like mid-20s overnight.
We had lower than that here the other day. We were in the teens.
You can have it. I'm sure we'll be seeing some of that before too long.
Well, the thing is, we never even made it to December. It was in November.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we had some very bipolar weather.
But I'm sure a lot of you are curious as to what did I buy? What was this impulse buy? And thanks to the Black Friday deal, I was able to buy 2 anime figures for less than $60, which included the shipping and handling. So we will open up the first box here. Now, I have not opened these up. Only thing I've done pre-show was cut the tape off. So everything is still in package, and I'm going to keep the boxes hidden. And we're going to see if Darren can guess the figure.
Now, you said, is it from this season or is it from this year?
It's a show from this season. It is currently airing now.
Is it a sequel show?
It is a sequel show.
It's either, I'm betting either Anya or Yor.
And it is, I will say right now, it is not Spy Family.
I'm
to give you an
impressed.
idea, it is still in the baggie.
Oh, wow.
So, like I said, literally, I am opening this up for the first time. Now, just based off of this outfit, Darren, do you have an idea of what the show is?
Pretty Derby.
Yes.
Is it Special Week?
No. Ross said girlfriend. No, it is not from girlfriend, but there is a new best girl in girlfriend in Darren, in my opinion. And this could be a case of the plot doesn't thicken.
Well,
Well, it does and doesn't at the same time.
I was about to say, depends on which one you're talking about. Um, hmm.
You know, this figure actually, it looks really nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at the features of it. The head alone, and I'm hiding the character's face.
Is that the new one, our new girl?
That is one. That is from this season of Pretty Derby.
Okay.
But
What is her name again?
but
Um,
she was there last season, or season 2 of Pretty Derby as well. Just like had a decent role in last season.
what? McQueen.
Not McQueen.
It's definitely not Teo.
Here's a look at the face.
Okay. I don't remember her name though.
Like I said, it's a pretty good quality figure. I'm not gonna lie. And they even
So
tail
careful
fell
there.
off. Yeah, the tail fell off.
Mhm.
Trying to figure out how to put the tail itself actually on, because it's a little bit different than some of the other figures that I've done that have had pieces like this.
Hmm.
But in the chat, Ross, do you know this? Have you been watching Uma Musume, and can you tell who this character is? Or for any of our viewers, thank you to everybody who's tuning in tonight.
Like I said, I feel bad for not knowing.
I think you do know the character, but in season 2, she wasn't in the school yet. So this character only entered the school in season 3 and became one of the 2 main focuses of season 3.
I thought that.
Ross
I
says he
forget.
has not seen season 3 yet.
I forget her name. Dang it! And which is bad because I was watching season 3 and then I fell off the wagon.
This one is Diamond, Satano Diamond.
That's right.
And here is the box. Like I said, it's a Bandai Namco. And like I said, this has been a really, really good quality figure.
Now, question: were these mystery figures, or you knew exactly who you were getting?
I knew exactly who I was getting. They were on my list because I went through a bunch of the Nendroids and some of the figures on Crunchyroll and made a favorites list or a wish list of figures that I would like. And these were the 2 cheapest options on there with the Ross says she is one of the girls that looked up to Teo. She actually didn't look up to Teo. She looked up to McQueen. Sachino Diamond was the one that was the big fan of McQueen. It was her friend that liked Tokar Teo.
Yep. And her friend was the main focus for the first
couple episodes of season 2 or 3?
3. And still going, I think. I only made it like 3 episodes in before I lost track.
Oh, she's still the main focus. You remember her name?
No, I don't. That's the part that's killing me.
because that's the other figure that I got. So I got the two main characters. Remember when I was down in Georgia with you, Darren? Or down in at GalaxyCon, coming back from Georgia,
Yep.
and I was commenting about how cute the Uma Musume character figures were.
Ah, yes, you were. You were like, wow, these are actually pretty good. And that was before you started watching the series.
That's kind of what got me to want to watch the series, was seeing the figures, in all honesty. And needless to say, I was impressed by the series so much that I decided to get a couple of figures from the series. So the other one is Kitasan Black.
Oh, that's right.
So we have Diamond and Kitasan Black.
Diamond and Kita, that's right.
And let's get this all together here. And here's the Kitasan Black figure.
Very nice. Now, I had to ask, is Special Week or Teo or any of the other main girls on your list?
I would go after almost any of them because a lot of the characters are adorable. I won't lie.
Even Gold Ship?
Gold Ship is one that I may not.
I just had to ask, considering she's the oddball of literally everybody.
Showing on Crunchyroll store at the moment, they have the two figures that I just got in, and then they have two Nendroid figures, Rice Shower and Tokai Teo. But Tokai Teo is sold out currently.
I can understand that. They focused on Teo a lot, so I would expect a lot of the main character ones to be sold out.
Yeah, I would as well. But some of the other figures that I have,
Hey, you want a screen share?
yeah, let me pull the screen off to the side here.
That's the nice. I keep forgetting. We can be talking about stuff, and we can just show the people what we're doing.
So this is my wish list for the Crunchyroll store, and some of them are pre-orders, some of them are out of stock and may never come back in stock again. But of course, you can see Kobayashi from Dragon Maid in the Nendroid. A lot of these are Nendroids. Sally from Bo Fury. At some point, I would like to get that one. I have Maple. Twin Turbo, like I said, from Uma Musume.
I was wondering about that one.
I would go. She was a cute character too. Boxo.
Okay. You had to go for the vending machine.
It's a pre-order right now, but I would definitely get the Nendroid of Boxo.
Well, the price on it ain't terrible.
Yeah. Anya. Of course, Hitori. Nobody can remember Bochi's name, but Hitori from Bochi the Rock. Ainz from Ancient Magus' Bride. That one says currently not available. Pre-order for Fina from Kuma Bear. That was the little girl that was the friends with the bear.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Nagatoro on there.
And how about Nazuna?
Yes, her too.
And of course, Fran from Reincarnated as Sword, because she was an adorable character.
Yeah, almost as adorable as the next one on your list there.
Of course, my dress-up darling. Of course, Lulu from Dragon Maid.
And of course, your wife's favorite.
Of course, Albedo and a Megaman. Third run of a Megaman.
Wow.
Chisei. A dress-up darling Nendroid doll figure. Now that one's a little different from your regular Nendroids. From what I was researching, the fabric, it's actual fabric, so it's like doll clothes as opposed to just being all plastic.
Dang. Oh wow.
Like you can see from the picture that's actual like fabric. You can see the stitching in that and everything.
Dang.
So that's kind of neat. So that's one reason why that was on there.
I've never seen a figure like that before.
I've never seen an Android like that either. I don't know if
Have
anybody
you?
in the chat has seen that.
Oh well. It's like when they started making figures out of different materials, and one of my figures actually happens to be one of those materials.
Of course, Sango from Inuyasha. She was my first like waifu when I first got into anime. Sango is my favorite character from Inuyasha. It's just a cute looking fox character.
So I don't know the original character.
Fluffy Land original character. I was like, it's a fox. My wife likes to collect foxes, so that would be a good one to get at some point. Rice Shower Nendroid, which we mentioned about earlier. Tomo from Tomo-chan is a girl. Origami in her spirit form, which, let's be honest, that was best form for Origami in Date Alive.
I don't think I ever saw her spirit form because that was season 3, right?
I think so, yeah.
Crap. So I need to go back and watch.
Of course, Spy Family with Yor. And of course, Shaltier. So that's the wish list that I had on Crunchyroll for Nendroids and figures. I'm sure there's other figures. I didn't go looking through all the figures and everything.
Don't worry, it's only like $1,000 worth of merchandise.
Blind boxes. That could be bad. I didn't see that button before.
Oh Lord. Blind boxes as I take their mystery.
I'm guessing.
Right. Right click on it and open it in a new tab and see if it comes up with anything.
It's going very slow.
I'm gonna save your wallet.
Did you hear what Matt said?
Try to save your wallet.
I'm
Bingo.
gonna be merciful.
So while we're waiting to see if that pops up at all.
It's either your internet or the site, or they haven't fully finished that yet.
The stream looks good. And if there's internet, then there's a bitrate issue.
So it
Oh,
might be
okay.
the
I see what the blind boxes are. It's like the little mystery boxes you can get from the store. It's the smaller boxes, and you don't know what figure's in the box, but it could be one of a different number from that series. So it's not like the mystery boxes or the mystery bags we get from conventions.
okay.
So we will close that out. And good evening, John. Thank you so much for joining us. Ross in the chat says that they're not going to order anything from Crunchyroll until their last Right Stuff pre-order is released and shipped, which should happen next week. It's Farming Life in Another World, which he pre-ordered in September. And Ross says, I just saw that Darren's waifu, Kurumi, is having a new pre-order figure for $32. She is in succubus form, so be happy, Darren. Something cheap.
I was about to say, but Kurumi is one of the characters that has some of the most figures in the industry.
She's right up there with Mega Man and Rem.
I think the one that has the most figures in the industry, I think, is either Miku or Sonico.
I was going to say Miku, I think. And John, since you are just joining us and you missed the debut of what I purchased from Crunchyroll, it is from a current show, a season 3 that is airing right now. And I had made a comment to Darren when we went to GalaxyCon that I really liked the figures, but didn't buy any figures from the show. And then going through the Black Friday list, having a little bit of extra spending money, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get these because the two figures combined was less than $60, which I would have spent on one Android. And those two figures are Satano Diamond from Uma Musume Pretty Derby Season 3. And like I was saying earlier, the figure is actually in pretty good quality.
The fact that it has a standing plate on it is kind of nice too.
And the plate's actually a horseshoe around it. So if I can get the figure off of the plate here, there's actually horseshoes around the plate, which I think is a really neat touch.
I agree.
And like I said, if you look at the features on the face, and it's kind of tough to see with the lighting and everything, but the eyes and everything actually look really good. It's not like you see some of the knockoffs and even some of the figures where they just kind of look scary because the face just looks completely wrong. And
about to say 9 times out of 10, the face is what determines whether you buy it or not. Because if they can get the face right, then why buy it?
Exactly. Oh, that's cool. Happy birthday to your sister, John. He said that his family and him went bowling for his sister's birthday. So I wish your sister a very happy birthday. Happy birthday this past week to our co-host, Angela. So tomorrow night, everybody wish her a happy birthday and give her a lot of crap. She has no clue that we were doing the show tonight. Usually Saturdays she's busy and is unable to join us, so I didn't even tell her that we were doing something. I only told Darren like 10 minutes before we went live. And the other figure that I got was Kita-san Black, also from Uma Musume Season 3. And she is one of the main characters. These were basically the two main characters from this season. And it's actually been really, really good. I got worried after Season 2 where, they were focusing so much on the other girls. And you saw these two as kids, wanting to go to the school and race like their idols. And Season 3 came, I'm like, oh, it's predictable. It's these two characters, but there's actually been a really, really good storyline. And I've been impressed by, you can actually see some character growth in both of them.
And it still gets me that this is based off of actual horses.
Oh yeah, that's one of the amazing things about it, is that the whole series is based off of actual racing horses.
And some of the events they competed in are the actual results.
And Russ, oh, go ahead, Darren.
I was going to say, their rivals, everything. I mean, were they rivals like they show in the show? Maybe not, but in a general sense of things, because, I mean, in the real life, some of them were different generations. even though they were shown competing against each other a lot, but still. The way that Japan integrates all this stuff into these series is incredible.
It really is. And the fact that they, like the authors and the creators of the source material of these shows, the detail that they go into to create something based off of real life events. Everything from Uma Musume being based off of actual horses to Strike Witches and the World Witches franchise being based off of actual fighter pilots in World War II to Please Twins and Please Teacher to have actual photos and stuff of the town that it's based set in, and you can go to the town that series is set in and go to the actual locations and they're identical. Because I've went to a panel where somebody had gone to Japan and took photos in the exact same angles as they appeared in the show, and you could see that it was almost spot on. So a lot of amazing people and a lot of amazing attention to detail goes into some of these shows. And
Yep.
Ross in the chat says, to summarize the anime he disliked of 2023 is Am I actually the strongest? Girl and her guard dog. Dreamy Boy is a realist. Healing Elf. And Skip and Loafer. They were really dry on their genres.
About to say, Ross, say that to Angela for Skipping Loafer, and I'll watch the fight ensue from the sidelines.
And happy early birthday. Tomorrow is Kaylee Mills' birthday. Very talented voice actress that we've had on the show many, many moons ago before she really started getting big into the voice acting world. Did get to see her at Anime Boston a couple years ago. She is known for the voice of Alice in Sword Art Online Alicization and Amelia in ReZero. So definitely happy birthday to Kaylee. She's just an awesome person. Would love to get her back on the show, but I know things have been very busy for her. Again, tomorrow night, I will not be around due to my work schedule this week. I need to be at work for 10, which means I need to leave the house by 8 p.m. And because it's going to be over an hour drive to get to this different yard that I'm going to be going to for this next week. But I will return for the 17th, hopefully, as we have a Smash or Trash planned. We're bringing back the favorite old game show, Smash, Trash, or Cuddle, where Darren, Angela, and I, and maybe a special guest, you never know what's going to happen, will go through some characters that my wife will be choosing throughout this next week. It'll be a complete mystery to everybody but her. And we will talk about whether we would smash, trash, or cuddle. I know that's something Darren's looking forward to.
Of course. I want to know who we can stump this time, or if we're going to get stumped.
And who knows, maybe we'll choose one of you awesome viewers to join us like we have done in the past. I know Mario's joined us. We had our friend Jeremy join us. Julia Coelho has joined us for part of a Smash or Trash. Maybe we can talk to a voice actor to come in. Who knows? Who knows what mysteries are working behind the scenes here at Anime-Zing Radio? We've done weirder stuff before, right, Darren?
Exactly.
I mean, Darren's Nico'd.
Uh-huh. And I've also been lost.
Darren's also talked in his sleep. You have to go back and find that episode to know which one it is, but that was really, really funny, and I did have to take a small clip from that to send to Darren so he could get some enjoyment out of it as well, because he had no recollection.
Of course not. Talking in your sleep. How are you going to remember that?
But that is going to be it. Like I said, we're just doing a small show tonight, just a short show, because I wanted to show off the new figures that I got, give my natural reaction. coming up in 2024, we may do more of these, like mystery box. Maybe get some of the snack crates that you see. A lot of the YouTubers are sponsored by. Maybe try to order some of those. The mystery crates, uh, things like that. Like some of the random anime crates that I used to get. Maybe get some of those, start getting those again to see what they are and give our honest opinions on if we think they were worth the money or whatnot. And I might even bite the bullet because for a few years I've been wanting to get one of those Amazon mystery crates. And so I might go and do that and see if that's worth the money. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crap in that, but you never know. You might. I've seen some videos of people opening up their mystery Amazon crates and finding really high quality items, including things like PlayStations, Nintendo Switches, cameras, video cameras, stuff of that nature. So I'm depending on what I can find, what's available, and how expensive it is as to how much money I have to spend on it. But we'll see what happens. If you have ideas of mystery boxes or things of that nature you would like to see us look into, possibly purchase, and open live on air for some special shows, let us know in the comments or shoot us a message on Facebook at facebook.com/Anime-Zing And we would love to hear what you have to say. If you've been enjoying our shows, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're getting so close to 300 subscribers. When we hit that, we're going to be running a contest on our Facebook page where one lucky winner will win an autographed print by our friend Christy Rothrock. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, definitely tell your friends to hit that subscribe button, introduce them to the show, and join us for the fun. I know tonight, Darren, it was just kind of a quick thing, but is there anything you'd like to add before we go off the air?
Nope, I think I'm good for the night.
Gotta save all your hot takes for tomorrow?
Pretty much.
Make sure you figure out some things that can really get Angela going.
Okay.
Plus, remember, Angela's coming back from PAX Unplugged last weekend, so she's going to have a lot to talk about what went on there. She also uploaded a live stream or a video that she took while at PAX. So if you haven't seen that yet, that's on our channel, so be sure to check that out as well. And let Angela know what you thought about that. If you want to see us try to get to more conventions in 2024 and see if Darren and Angela can get some more content from these conventions to throw up on the page, because until I get fully marked up as a conductor and know what my work schedule is, I'm not sure what I can do for conventions for 2024 just yet. I know my years of hitting 10, 15 cons are probably over for a while, but you never know. Might be some surprises that lie in the future. So until tomorrow night, when Darren and Angela have the reins of AZR and the chaos ensues, Ross, your job for tomorrow is to derail Angela and Darren as much as you can.
Please do.
Because I'm not going to be there for you to derail me. John, continue to stay awesome and give us all that awesome updates of the voice actors' birthdays. Ross, I will pass on the Christmas theme idea for Smash or Trash to my wife and see if she can find some good pictures of the adorable anime characters in Christmas gear.
Oh, that I love it when it's predominantly the high school shows that have the Christmas theme, but I can think of quite a few off the top of my head.
And I have a few ideas of characters I could suggest her throw in, but don't know if she actually would, because I think it would be fun to throw in some, animal characters per se. How Darren likes his bunny girls, and I like the dragon girls, and the cat girls are always adorable. Maybe we could throw some of those in. What did he say?
Tiger from the Dora.
I have not seen that.
Such a classic, such a text.
Unfortunately, neither have I.
How could you, Darren? How could you do this to me?
I know it's on my list. It's on my ever growing list.
At least we got the cute horse girls.
Yes.
I don't know how I would put. I don't know where they would fall on the list of the animal girls that Darren and I seem to enjoy watching. But
Well, I mean, I enjoy watching my horse girls. I mean, I'm the one that tried
you
to
were,
watch the series for a while.
yeah. I think you and my wife both were like, I think you'd like Uma Musume. You need to watch Pretty Derby. You need to watch Pretty Derby. And eventually, after seeing the figures of the characters and being like, those are adorable, maybe I will check the show out. I then watched seasons 1 and 2. I think I binged both of those in about a week and a half to prepare for season 3 coming out.
Yep. And now you're glad you did.
Oh, yeah. And now I'm up to date on that as well as almost everything else. The only shows I'm currently behind on are Spy Family and Saints Magic Powers Omnipotent. Caught up on Girlfriend, caught up on Freerin, which that show is still absolutely amazing. I'm dropping 16-Bit Sensation because it just did not catch my interest the way I was hoping. Pretty Derby Season 3, like I said, is really good. Giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness has been entertaining. I'm not going to say it's a great show, but it's been entertaining. It's kept my interest to want to get through it all. Playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO life. That's been your typical fun video game style anime. The story is interesting. It hasn't been that bad of a show. The 100 girls the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. That's just stupid entertainment. Nothing more than just the concept of it is ridiculous. The main character is kind of annoying.
Well, he's not as bad as Girlfriend's main character, if you ask me.
Yeah. And the other surprise show.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you. The other surprise show of this season, and it is definitely not what I expected when I started watching it. I've talked about Overtake quite a bit on the show. Looking at it, it looks like it's a really cool racing anime, and it's got a deeper storyline that's just happens to be based around racing. Like the storyline in this show, and I don't want to give anything away because I think this is something that you need to watch to fully understand. But you have a photographer who had an event happen in his life of taking a photograph during a major tragedy that changed how he viewed photography to where he couldn't photograph a person again for quite a while. Gets introduced to a Formula 4 race team, one that has money, one that is, your small race team up and coming, doesn't have the big team budgets. Driver goes out there to do his best. And the first few episodes, they talk about the racing aspect. They explain why they do certain things during the race, why the cars weave back and forth to put heat in the tires and different things of that nature. And then as the story goes on, you get into some of the deeper meanings as to the internal trauma that these characters are dealing with. And the story was so good and it sucked me in so much that Freerin has a lot of talk going on. A lot of people are enjoying it. It's got I'm not sure if it's still got the highest rating on Mal or not.
No, FMA reclaimed its throne.
We figured that was going to happen. But Freerin is still a really good show, and a lot of people are talking about it. Overtake, I think, has a better storyline, but a different content. And I'd say this season, I think Freerin's my number one show of the season, and Overtake is number 2.
Okay.
and both of them are originals. They're not sequels or anything like that. So they're both kind of like it's refreshing to see new ideas come out. And even though Freerun's story is kind of like this, it's not a fast-paced story. It's a very slow storyline, a slow story arc. It still is really good. And my wife and I, because I'm caught up on Japanese and in English, I'm watching Japanese by myself and then watching the English dub with my wife, and we both have the same feelings that there's more there than meets the eye with Freerun. There were some feelings that Freerun is starting to realize that she may have had that she didn't understand or didn't pay attention to when it was important to pay attention to those. And I don't want to say any more than that. I don't want to spoil any more than that. But where I'm not going to be on the show tomorrow night, I figured I'd just give a little update that I have been doing my best to keep up with these shows. And until tomorrow night, when Darren and Angela take over AZR and the chaos ensues from that, and I hope you amazing people out there will tune in and give them all sorts of chaos. And one last thing out of the chat, Ross says he thinks his favorites for this season is our dating story, The Experienced You and Inexperienced Me is his number 1. Number 2 would be Butarba, and 3 is Crash Course in Naughtiness.
Oh, so number 2 is Heat the Pig Liver?
Yes.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I'm watching that one too. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad.
I guess you could say for this one, I'm taking the stand of Angela of I just know I don't want to watch it for. I think I've watched plenty of isekais, and there's just like that one did not draw my attention, although it drew my wife's attention because pig, and my wife likes pigs.
Well, it drew my attention probably because I didn't watch Vending Machine.
You didn't watch Vending Machine?
Nope, never got to it.
Vending Machine was so good, though. It shouldn't be as good as it was. And going into it, I was hoping it was going to be crap, and it was actually.
Look, any of these crazy isekais we go into hoping they're crap, but that's not the case.
Yeah, I guess that's why we're called isekai trash.
Pretty much.
But until tomorrow, when Angela and Darren take over AZR, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there, and I will be back again next Sunday, December 17th. Until then, I hope everybody has a safe and happy week. Keep watching anime, and we'll see you again right here for more Anime-Zing Radio on YouTube tonight, and typically YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Bye.
Good night.